In the vast landscape of world literature, few works have captivated readers for centuries like Dream of the Red Chamber. This masterpiece stands as one of China's four great classical novels, a monumental achievement that has shaped Chinese culture, literature, and consciousness for over 200 years. Written during the Qing dynasty in the 18th century, Dream of the Red Chamber is more than a novel, it is a universe unto itself, containing within its pages an entire civilization on the brink of transformation. The story begins not with its fictional characters, but with its enigmatic creator, Cao Sheqin. Born around 1715 into a wealthy family that had served the Qing court for generations, Cao witnessed firsthand the rise and fall of aristocratic fortunes. Cao Sheqin's family history mirrors the tragic arc of the novel itself. The Cao family had been imperial textile commissioners, incredibly wealthy and powerful. But when Cao Sheqin was still young, they fell from grace, their property confiscated, their status destroyed. From this personal catastrophe emerged one of literature's most profound meditations on impermanence, love, and the illusory nature of earthly success. The novel tells the story of the Jia family, once powerful and prestigious, now slowly declining. At its center is the love triangle between Jia Baoyu, a sensitive young man who rejects Confucian ideals of success, and two remarkable women, his sickly cousin Ling Daiyu, and his eventual wife, Shi Baochai. But to describe Dream of the Red Chamber merely as a love story would be like calling an ocean a puddle. The novel contains over 400 characters, each meticulously crafted, each representing different aspects of Chinese society in the 18th century. What makes this novel extraordinary is its scope. Cao Sheqin created an entire world, the Grand View Garden, where much of the action takes place, becomes a microcosm of Chinese civilization. We see servants and masters, poets and merchants, devout Buddhists and Confucian scholars, all interacting in this elaborate social ecosystem. The Grand View Garden itself becomes a character, a paradise built for the young women of the family, particularly for Jia Baoyu's older sister, Yunchun, during her visit from the imperial palace where she serves as a consort. In this garden, poetry competitions flourish, young people fall in love, and the finest aspects of Chinese culture bloom. Yet beneath this beauty lies the constant awareness of impermanence, the Buddhist concept that all earthly pleasures are ultimately illusory. The novel is deeply influenced by Buddhist philosophy, particularly the concept of Kong, emptiness, or the void. The very first chapter presents the story as a dream, as something fundamentally unreal, even as it feels incredibly vivid and meaningful to readers. The protagonist, Jia Baoyu, embodies this philosophical tension. Born with a piece of jade in his mouth, a supernatural element that connects him to the novel's mythological framework, Baoyu rejects the conventional path of scholarly achievement and official success. Instead, Baoyu finds meaning in poetry, in relationships with women, in the appreciation of beauty and emotional truth. His character represents a critique of Confucian ideals of masculine success and social duty. Baoyu's famous declaration that girls are made of water and boys are made of mud reflects his belief that women possess a spiritual purity that men lose through their engagement with the corrupt world of politics and commerce. Indeed, the novel's greatest achievement may be its portrayal of women. In an era when female voices were rarely heard in literature, Cao Sheqin created a gallery of complex, intelligent, and passionate women who drive the narrative forward. Ling Daiyu, Baoyu's cousin and spiritual soulmate, represents pure, tragic love. She's brilliant, poetic, but also fragile and jealous. Her love for Baoyu is absolute, but it's also destructive to herself and to him. Shi Baochai, by contrast, represents practical wisdom and social conformity. Beautiful and talented, she ultimately marries Baoyu not through passionate love, but through family arrangement and social expectation. The novel's women are not merely romantic interests, they are philosophers, poets, managers of complex households, and individuals struggling with the constraints of their society. Characters like Wang Shifeng, the brilliant but ruthless manager of the Jia household, show us women wielding real power within the domestic sphere. She's simultaneously admirable for her competence and frightening for her ruthlessness. But Dream of the Red Chamber holds a mystery that has fascinated scholars for centuries. Cao Shexin died before completing his masterpiece, leaving only the first 80 chapters. The novel as we know it today includes 40 additional chapters, but their authorship remains disputed. The first 80 chapters are unquestionably by Cao Shexin. The style, the depth, the philosophical complexity are consistent. But the final 40 chapters, probably written by Gao Yi in the 1790s, take the story in a different direction, providing closure that some scholars argue betrays Cao's original vision. This textual mystery has spawned an entire field of scholarship called Redology, the study of Dream of the Red Chamber. Scholars have spent lifetimes analyzing every detail, every symbol, every character name for clues about the novel's meaning and completion. The novel contains an elaborate system of symbols and prophecies. The 12 beauties of Jingling, the various poems and riddles, the supernatural elements, all of these create a complex interpretive puzzle that has engaged readers for generations. The influence of Dream of the Red Chamber on Chinese culture cannot be overstated. It has been adapted countless times for opera, film, and television. Its characters have become archetypes, its phrases have entered everyday language. In China, reading Dream of the Red Chamber is considered essential to understanding Chinese culture. The novel captures something fundamental about the Chinese experience: the tension between individual desire and social duty, the appreciation of beauty amid impermanence, the complexity of family relationships. But the novel's appeal extends far beyond China. Translated into dozens of languages, it speaks to universal human experiences: first love, family conflict, social change, the search for meaning in an uncertain world. What makes the novel timeless is its psychological realism. These characters, created in the 18th century, still feel recognizably human. Their struggles with love, ambition, family expectations, and personal identity remain relevant today. Perhaps the most profound aspect of Dream of the Red Chamber is its meditation on the nature of reality itself. The novel presents its story as a dream, but it's a dream so vivid and emotionally real that readers often forget its fictional nature. The novel's opening presents the story as being carved on a stone by divine beings, then dreamed by a human narrator. This framing device suggests that all human experience, no matter how intense or meaningful, is ultimately illusory. Yet paradoxically, it's precisely because life is impermanent that beauty and love become so precious. The novel's tragic ending, the death of Daiyu, the decline of the Jia family, Baoyu's eventual departure to become a monk, doesn't diminish the meaning of what came before. The novel teaches us that impermanence doesn't make life meaningless, it makes every moment of beauty, every genuine emotion, every act of love infinitely precious precisely because it cannot last forever. Today, more than 2 centuries after its creation, Dream of the Red Chamber continues to enchant readers around the world. Its grand view garden may exist only in literature, but it has become a real place in the imagination of millions. The novel's enduring power lies in its ability to transform readers. People come to it as a love story or a historical novel, but they leave with a deeper understanding of human nature, of Chinese culture, and of the beautiful, tragic nature of existence itself. In our contemporary world of rapid change and technological transformation, the novel's meditation on impermanence feels more relevant than ever. It reminds us that what matters is not the permanence of our achievements, but the depth of our relationships and the sincerity of our emotions. Dream of the Red Chamber is ultimately about the human capacity to create meaning and beauty in the face of inevitable loss. It's about love that transcends death, art that outlives its creator, and the power of imagination to transform suffering into wisdom. As we close this exploration of Dream of the Red Chamber, we're reminded that the novel itself embodies its own central philosophy. Like the stone from which the story is told, like the jade that gives Baoyu his supernatural connection to higher realms, the novel has become a kind of talisman, a beautiful object that connects us to deeper truths about human experience. In the end, Dream of the Red Chamber suggests that life itself is a dream, but what a magnificent dream it is! Full of love and loss, beauty and sorrow, hope and disappointment, it reminds us that even in a world of constant change, the human heart remains constant in its capacity for wonder, for love, and for the creation of meaning. The Grand View Garden may be a dream, but it's a dream that has become immortal, living on in the hearts and minds of readers across cultures and centuries, reminding us that the most beautiful things in life are often the most fleeting, and therefore the most precious.
Thanks for watching.